Open your bank statement right now. Every AI charge on it from the last 90 days is a Monday to-do list you did not know you had. This week's reports just made it non-negotiable. 15 minutes, one fix. You are out before your competitors read the news. 3 of the labs that sell you your entire AI stack got breached this week, from the inside. Every middleman you pay each month just inherited the blast radius. Nobody sent you the memo. I am Stewart Vickers. I run an SEO agency built on top of these tools. I ran the audit on my own card this weekend and killed 2 subscriptions I had forgotten I was paying for. 15 minutes flat, 0 regret. The tab is open on my desk. Let's go. 4 stories, 1 clean payoff. Story 1, the breach itself and what it means for the $20 AI tools already sitting on your card. Story 2, the Claude Code changelog Anthropic quietly shipped this week that widens the blast radius on any machine a developer touches, plus the 90-second fix your technical person needs before Monday. Story 3, Grok opened its public beta and made the price of a chat window race to 0 all over again. Payoff, the 15-minute audit I ran on myself. The breach first, because the shape of it is the reason the audit matters. Reports this week name a single vendor with access across OpenAI, Anthropic and Meta at the same time. I am hedging hard on the specifics. Source articles sat behind news wrappers I could not open cleanly, and I will not put a vendor name in your ear I have not verified myself. If a channel fed you a name today with no source link, close that tab. So here is the fix in one line. 15 minutes, 3 columns on a scrap of paper, kill column 2, rotate every key from the last 90 days, and cap yourself at a 30-day rotation from here on. The rest of this video is why it works and where the traps are. One ask before I walk you through it, and it pays for the next of these. Subscribe so you see the next lab meltdown before your competitors do, and turn notifications on because news like this week's is going to keep breaking. And join the Church of SEO Jesus, my free school community, where I drop the prompts, the vendor checklists, and the move first workflows from every one of these videos. Free, link below. Story 2, the one your technical person needs today, not next quarter. Anthropic shipped Claude Code version 2.1.224 this week. Cross-session messaging is on by default. One Claude Code session on a machine can now talk to another one on the same box. Sounds useful. Here is where it gets ugly. Real terminal, real commands. First move, the org-wide kill switch. I wrote a manage settings file that denies the SendMessage and ListAgents tools, refuses inbound cross-session messages, and isolates peer machines. 3 lines of JSON, and the feature is dead for every developer on the team. Second move, I asked Claude Opus to name the risk in 3 bullets. No preamble, no marketing. Top answer, unprompted, was npm postinstall to inbox injection. In plain English, a developer runs npm install inside a Claude Code session. A dependency 3 levels deep has an install script that reads the socket path out of the environment, writes a message into the agent's inbox, and the agent renders it as trusted operator input. The agent then spends the developer's allow list, not the attacker's. Git push, deploy to production. Wrangler, whatever the team already approved on trust. No network callback, no prompt shown to the human. Silent. That is the story every channel missed this week. They covered the breach because it was dramatic. Nobody read the changelog Anthropic shipped the same week that quietly widens the blast radius of every machine any developer touches. This is the pattern to expect from here on. The labs are shipping features faster than anyone can audit them, and the lag between what a feature does and what a business owner understands about it is now measured in months. Your job is to compress that lag. Verdict for a business owner. Skip this specific fix if you do not employ anyone who codes, but do not skip the pattern. Even if you never touch a terminal, every AI tool you buy has a changelog you never read, and every changelog has a default that is set by someone whose incentive is not your security. If you do employ people who code, that manage settings file goes on the team's machines tonight. Forward this timestamp to your CTO, your dev shop, or your agency. 90 seconds of their time, 0 downside. And when they push back and say they need cross-session messaging for a workflow, ask them to name it. A week ago, none of them had it. Story 3, briefly because it is more preview than payoff this week. Grok launched a public beta of Grok.com. I could not open the product hunt page cleanly, so I will not lie to you about what shipped in the release notes. What I know is XAI is now pushing a consumer web front door for Grok, in direct competition with the ChatGPT tab you keep pinned all day. If you pay ChatGPT Plus at $20 a month and you have never once tried Grok, that is a free evening's experiment. Not because Grok wins the benchmark race, because the price of a general-purpose chat window is racing to zero this year, and the small operator who tries all three every quarter runs a stack the big company still pays a consulting firm to build. The price of a general-purpose chat window is racing to zero this year, and every subscription you keep paying because you are used to it is money you are giving up. The pattern to run against every line on your Stripe. Ask whether the free tier of a competitor now does the same job you are paying $20 a month for. 9 times out of 10 in 2026, the answer is yes. Which brings me back to the audit. I said 15 minutes and I meant it. Open Stripe, sort by vendor. Read every AI line item from the last 90 days. Do not do this in your head, put it on a piece of paper because you will forget half of them if you do not write them down. Sort what you find into 3 columns. Column 1, labs you pay directly. OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, smallest attack surface you can run because there is no middleman between you and the source. Column 2, wrappers and resellers that hold your API keys or read your raw prompts. Zapier, agency dashboards, the extension your VA installed 6 months ago and never removed, the Chrome plugin that transcribes your Google Meet, the AI copilot shoved onto the corner of your CRM. Column 3, vertical tools that use AI in the background but never touch your keys or your prompts. A design tool, a scheduling tool, a transcription app that runs fully on your side. Column 3 you keep, column 1 you audit for account security. Column 2 is the fight. Kill every column 2 vendor whose founder you cannot name in 10 seconds. Rotate every API key you handed to a third party in the last 90 days. Old ones revoked, new ones locked to specific IPs where you can. Then put a 30-day rotation on your calendar so you never carry a key more than a month. Verification. Open your bank or Stripe statement yourself right now. Look at every AI subscription. Any vendor you cannot name the founder of in 10 seconds is a vendor holding your prompts. That is your Monday morning to-do list, not mine. Old way was pay a wrapper $20 a month, hand it your OpenAI key, trust the About page and assume SOC2 on the footer meant your prompts were safe. New way, list every vendor with your card on file, sort by which ones see prompts or hold keys, kill the ones that fail the sniff test this week. Assume the labs get breached on a monthly cadence from now on, and design so a single compromised vendor cannot drain your business or your customers' data. Which is the number I opened with. 3 labs, 1 vendor. The move nobody saw coming is that the labs cannot save you. Not because they are bad at security, but because the surface area of what they ship is now growing faster than the audit budget of anyone who buys from them. Your job as the operator is to shrink the number of hands touching your keys until a breach at any single vendor costs you 30 minutes of key rotation, not 30 days of cleanup and lawyer emails, not a scramble to figure out which of your customers' data walked out the door. Tomorrow I am walking through the exact manage settings file I put on my own team's machines, plus the API key rotation playbook I run every 30 days. Both live in the Church of SEO Jesus this week. Next video I am on the Grok beta for a full day, and I will tell you what a general purpose chat window worth $0 can actually do to your subscription stack, and which of the free tiers is finally good enough to replace the one you have been paying for. See you there.